Welcome to Elevate and Celebrate. This is our annual International Women's Day celebration. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jennifer Henczel. I'm a podcaster, author, and founder of the Women Podcasters Network and Women Podcasters Awards. I help people with monetizing their message and generating extra income from their expertise for more impact and influence. My mission is to elevate women's voices globally and in the podcasting industry, and I love creating opportunities for women to connect and collaborate in meaningful ways. And that's why I've been holding events like this for many years, and it's also why I started the Women Podcasters Awards. Nominations and sponsor opportunities are now open, but register your nomination quickly before our voting phase begins. And you can find out more about me, the Women Podcasters Awards, and Women Podcasters Network at womenpodcasters.com. This is one of my favorite events of the year. I am so thrilled for you to meet all of our inspiring guests today. I am amazed by the talent, creativity, and authenticity in our community. I'm so excited to connect with each of you today, and I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you for being here. Let's get started. Let's start with Anupa. Come on up and introduce yourself.
Thank you, Jennifer. So life will always throw challenges our way, but resilience isn't just about bouncing back. It's about growing stronger. I'm Anupa, host of Route to Resilience podcast, a speaker and a coach. I help people, especially those navigating change, build mental, physical, and emotional resilience. Whether you're overcoming setbacks, feeling stuck, or wanting to strengthen your well-being through mindset, I provide practical tools and insights to help you create lasting transformation. So tune in to Route to Resilience on Spotify. And if you're looking for coaching or keynote speaker on resilience, connect with me on rootetoresilience.com or my link tree /Anupa Devi, and let's build a stronger, more resilient you.
Thank you so much for sharing. Well done. Up next, Tina Baxter. Come on up and introduce yourself.
Hi, my name is Tina Baxter. I'm the host of the Nurse Shark Academy show. I interview nurses who are business owners, entrepreneurs, and leaders. My mission is for you to own your seat at the table of nurse entrepreneurship, offering you the freedom, skills, and the power to live your life on your own terms. You'll dream big and expand your consciousness as an entrepreneur. To learn more about the Nurse Shark Academy show, join us at the nursesharkacademy.biz.
Nicely done. I love that. Thank you for sharing, Tina. Up next, we have Linda. Come on up.
Thanks, Jennifer. My name is Linda Mora. I'm the writer, host, and producer of Getting Lit with Linda. That is a Canadian literature. I'm a professor of Canadian literature. I draw upon my expertise to talk about authors and sometimes with them. We learn why stories are important, why stories and how stories shape our lives and affect the decisions that we make. We learn to love literature together, one book at a time. You can find us at www.gettinglitwithlinda.com. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. That's great. And a wonderful podcast. I've been on Linda's podcast and I highly recommend it. It's so interesting. Thank you, Linda. Up next, Jennifer, come on up.
My name is Jennifer Kramer. I'm the founder of Success Seekers Sanctuary, a former high-flying executive and burnt-out business owner. It is my experience that high achievers often excel professionally, yet struggle to find balance in wealth, health, love, and happiness. Through my mind-body manifestation matrix, I help you harmonize these areas, transforming success into a fulfilling, healthy, and sustainable experience. You can find me mostly on TikTok at Jennifer Kramer Lewis.
Brilliant. Thank you so much. I love Jennifer's clips too. Very inspirational. Thanks, Jennifer. Up next, Dr. Stephanie, come on up.
Everybody, my name is Dr. Stephanie Gray. We all want to live longer, healthier lives, right? The problem is that we're constantly being bombarded with so many new diets, workout plans, and lifestyle adjustments that it's just hard to filter out what will actually work for us and give us the results we're looking for. So if you're sick of not having answers, sick of being told your symptoms are in your head, sick of being prescribed solutions from a pill bottle, it's time to look outside the cookie cutter or Band-Aid approach of the conventional medical industry and discover your own personalized blueprint for health. Join me on the Your Longevity Blueprint podcast, where we explore the interaction of nutrition, genetics, hormones, toxins, and infections using functional medicine principles to help you improve your health and longevity by finding the root cause of your symptoms. Listen in each week to learn from experts at the top of their field, sharing progressive, revolutionary, actionable tips, strategies, and resources to help you build your dream health from the ground up. Are you ready to discover your longevity blueprint? If this interests you, if you're curious about hormone health, you can get my free PDF, Top Tips to Boost Your Hormones Naturally, at yourlongevityblueprint.com. Let's live long together. Wellness is waiting.
Oh, that sounds so interesting. Thank you for sharing. Up next, Angela Ross of SoCal. Come on up.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. Hello, everyone. I'm Angela Ross, creator and host of the award-winning SoCal Voices podcast, where we have candid conversations about living and thriving in Southern California. Listeners to my show hear interviews that inspire them to take positive action in their lives and communities, help them navigate some of the pain points of living in SoCal, and help them discover some of the people and places that make Southern California special. SoCal Voices can guide your journey to discover new things about Southern California, things you might not have thought about before. So I invite you to listen on your favorite podcast player or on SoCalVoices.com. Thanks.
Oh, so wonderful. You're so good at this. Thank you, Angela. Great example. All right. Up next, who would like to go next? What members do we have here? Yes, Maria, come on up.
Hi, I'm Maria Leonard Olson. I'm an attorney, but also a podcaster, host of the Becoming Your Best Version podcast. And on that podcast, I interview inspiring women, mostly in midlife, including Jennifer Henczel, and highlight their voices online on all the platforms. I'm also the author of many books, my most popular one being 50 After 50, Reframing the Next Chapter of Your Life. Learn more at marialeonardolson.com.
Outstanding. Thank you so much for sharing. And I love your show. Thank you for having me on, and I highly recommend it. All right. Up next, Samantha. Come on up.
Hi, I'm Samantha Mittman-Besnoff. I'm a CPA and podcast host and producer of Your Financial Maven. I work on tax and accounting for small businesses, but I am big into financial education empowerment. My podcast, Your Financial Maven, talks all about understanding your money from the personal and business side of things, especially for women. That's why I'm known as Your Financial Maven. You can find my podcast on Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and you can find me at www.yourfinancialmaven.com.
Oh, really well done. Thank you so much for sharing. Up next, now it says mother-daughter.
The podcast is Mother Daughter Ish. I'm Dawn Fobbs.
Come on up.
Okay, great. My name is Dawn Fobbs. I live in Katy, Texas, and our podcast is called Mother Daughter Ish. And our tagline is, we're your mom's favorite podcast and the podcast your daughter always wanted. And what we do is we build bigger, stronger, better relationships between mothers and daughters. So we discuss everything from love, from business, professional, personal. I have written over 30 books, so I'm not going to bore you with all the names of them, but they are business books. I am an entrepreneur who just happens to be a podcaster, and I love doing the podcasting. Our website is motherdaughterish.com, and we are a certified woman-owned business as well. And my niche is I help women to obtain multi-million-dollar contracts for the services that they offer.
Oh, that's so interesting. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Up next, Jennifer Quick. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. I am Jennifer Quick with Soul Clarity Coaching, and I am launching a brand new podcast. I think it goes out the day before we launch this, and across all your platforms. I help people work through the evolution that humanity is going through right now. So all these changing times, all these crazy politics, all these just the wackadoodle world we're living in right now, through a spiritual, cosmic perspective. So I bridge both the spiritual world and the everyday real world and your practical living. I specialize in the Akashic Records, spirituality, I channel, and I specialize in life coaching, among many other things. So that's me. You can find me at soulclarity.ca and look for my podcast.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. That's so interesting. And up next, Annie Peterson. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Annie Peterson, and I am the host of the Resilient Animal podcast. I am a doctor of education with a master's in mental health recovery and trauma-informed care. And I've discovered over the years that people build animal sanctuaries and work with animals for very different reasons. And evidence shows that helping other living beings may benefit our own mental health and well-being. So, the Resilient Animal podcast creates a forum for animal rescuers to talk about challenges and joys and the reason why they chose to rescue. I speak to people who work with small animals, wildlife, and domestic animal sanctuaries. And this podcast explores what makes us all resilient animals. You can find us on theresilientanimal.buzzsprout.com.
What an awesome cause. Thank you so much for sharing. Up next, Cassidy Carson. Come on up.
Hello, I am Cassidy Carson, co-host of the CC and JT Amateur Hour with my husband and fellow indie author, JT Hume. We are a weekly podcast that encourages, educates, and entertains writers and potential writers. And we think everyone has a story. All our stories are important, and that's how we connect with each other. Our podcast can be found on a variety of platforms. Links are on our website at www.carsonhume.com. And also, we are the proud recipients of the 2024 Authors and Books category in the Women in Podcasting Awards. So thank you.
Yay. That's amazing. Thank you for sharing and thanks for being here. Up next, Jody Krangle. Come on up.
Hi, everyone. Thanks, Jennifer. Hi, I'm Jody Krangle, and I've been a voice actor for over 17 years now. I decided to start my weekly podcast 5 years ago now. It's called Audio Branding because my voiceovers were often the last thing brought on to a project, kind of an afterthought. And it occurred to me that if sound was an afterthought, the production was missing out on a great opportunity to truly connect with its audience and be remembered. I started my podcast to explore the way sound influences us through my own observations and interviews with experts in advertising, marketing, music, and science. And I often say that the visuals are the information, but the audio is the emotion, the heart. And it's the emotion that makes your brand memorable. So we remember how you make us feel. If you're a passionate audiophile like me, I hope you'll check it out at audiobrandingpodcast.com. And of course, if you're interested in voiceovers for your brand, you can find more information about how to work with me at that link as well. Thanks.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. And it's so wonderful to meet Jody. We met at PodFest, I think, right?
Yes. Yeah.
A well-established person in the podcasting industry, someone to know. So thank you for being here. All right, up next, Cheryl Halling. Come on up.
Okay, wonderful. And by the way, were you at PodFest? I didn't see you. Were you?
Oh, in 2022. I haven't been since 2022.
Okay. Well, hello, I'm Cheryl Halling, and I have a question for you. I'm curious if you have a need to hear more inspiring stories to renew your sense of hope in the world. And if so, let me introduce you to my podcast, 19 Stories from Fear to Hope, and The Voice Kitchen, where recipes and voice talent blend. 19 Stories is all about showcasing inspiring narratives from individuals across various creative fields, such as music, broadcasting, authors, and voice talent. In each episode, we dive deep into personal stories, perseverance, and determination, bringing you laughter and wisdom to uplift your day and enrich your life. It's a podcast that feeds both your head and your heart. And now that we've nourished your mind and soul, let's feed your taste buds in the Voice Kitchen. This podcast is a delightful blend of recipes and voice talent. And whether you're a seasoned chef or a kitchen newbie, it's a welcoming space for voice actors to share their most cherished recipes. You do not need to be a VO to join in. Just pull up a virtual chair and let's get cooking. You can find 19 Stories on my website at cherylhalling.com and The Voice Kitchen at thevoicekitchen.libsyn.com. Thank you for your time, and I hope you'll join me on this journey of inspiration and culinary delights.
Oh, that sounds delicious. Thank you for sharing. Up next, talking about PodFest, Paula. Paula, come on up. Now, Paula is someone else to know in the podcasting industry. Come on up.
Hello, hi. First of all, I want to say thank you for always holding this space for us, Jennifer. You're amazing. Hi, everybody. I'm Paula, the host of Talk Shit with P. Talk Shit with P is a podcast for creative journeys and mental health struggles. I myself battle with depression, and I wanted to create a space where we share our journeys and our mental health struggles. So Yeah, you can find me anywhere and everywhere at Talk Show with P, and I'm all about community building and networking. So come and hang out with me.
And a regular in the Women in Podcasting group. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
And speaking of the Women in Podcasting group, one of our most active members, I just adore this woman, Fatima. Fatima, come on up and introduce yourself.
Well, hello, and I'm glad to be adored. My name is Fatima Bey, the Mind Shifter. I am an international mind shift coach, and I am the host of Mind Shift Power Podcast, the world's only international podcast focused on teens, where we talk about any issues related to teens and the future and their future. That means politics, that means love, that means sex, that means anything that's related to what they have to deal with. And on my podcast, we do not do political correctness. We have real, raw, honest conversations about any topic we talk about. And I absolutely love it. I have a big passion for teens and women in general. So my focus is women and young women especially. You can find more information about my podcast at mindshiftpowerpodcast.com and more about me at fatimabey.com, which is FATIMABEY.com.
Oh, thank you so much. And a wonderful person to know, very encouraging and uplifting. All right, up next, Jess West. Come on up.
Thank you, Jennifer. What if the challenges we face are actually initiating us into our greater purpose? Hi, I'm Jess West, the host of Feminine Initiate Podcast, a podcast for inspiring online entrepreneurs who are ready to break through fear, align with their true power, and start living their desires. Through insightful solo episodes and powerful guest interviews, I explore mindset shifts, practical manifestation techniques, balancing our feminine and masculine energy, and the entrepreneurial journey so that listeners can feel empowered to take the next step forward towards initiating the life and impact they know they're meant for. And so if you're looking for a little bit of greater empowerment in your life, I invite you to join me on Wednesday mornings on Apple Podcasts or Spotify or your favorite podcast platform. Again, the podcast is Feminine Initiate. I'm Jess, and I can't wait to connect.
Oh, that sounds amazing. I need to check that out. Thank you for sharing. Up next, Elaine Ennis. Come on up.
Hi, my name is Elaine Ennis, and my podcast is called The Age of Possibility. It's dedicated to celebrating and uplifting women 65 plus. We aim to be a source of encouragement, empowerment, enhancement, and enlightenment for our audience as they navigate the vibrant and fulfilling chapter of life that comes with age. Here you'll find conversations with dynamic women 65 plus who are redefining what it means to age gracefully. And they've overcome challenges. They are pursuing new passions. They're starting over at a later stage of life. And there are also conversations with what I call under 65ers who are experts in their fields, and they've got information to share with my audience that are on topics that are relevant to women 65 plus. Once again, The Age of Possibility, find on Spotify and other platforms. Thank you very much.
Really well done. Thank you for sharing. And up next, Jen Hardy. Now, this is another person to know in the podcasting industry and broadcasting industry. She's really kicking ass over on YouTube. Jen Hardy, come on up.
Hey guys, do you think that you have a face for radio? Because that's what I used to say. And after 8 years on YouTube, I had 38 subscribers and 127 views. And I made some changes. And that was 10 months ago. Now I have 70,000 subscribers and over 3 million views. I wrote a book on how to set up your channel for success that stayed #1 for over 30 days. And I am here to help you feel more comfortable with yourself so that you can feel more comfortable out on video. And so I have written the book, Uncensored YouTube Hacks. I also have a boot camp and all the things. You can find them all at jenhardy.net.
And I highly recommend it. This is a real success story that you can see playing out here. It's really amazing how Jen went from 0 to 60 in no time at all. I watched it happen. It's amazing. It's real. Check out her book. And Jen Hardy is a sponsor of the Women Podcasters Awards. And if you haven't nominated yourself yet, go to womenpodcasters.com and nominate yourself in a podcasting category today. And even if you're not a podcaster, there's an award for broadcasters, producers, and expert guests. So even if you've already done it, if you know anyone, invite them over. And if you haven't done it yet, go to womenpodcasters.com. That's women with an E, podcasters plural, womenpodcasters.com. All right. Up next, Gwelda. Gwelda, come on up.
Thank you, Jan. Are you a woman in business? I'm Gwelda Redman, and I am the founder of the BC Women's Business Network. And I've built an online community of supportive women who are growing their businesses in virtual and in-person meetings. We have 9 chapters in British Columbia, and where people can attend in-person meetings. And we are here for all women in BC. So if you want to check us out, you can find us at www.bcwomensbusinessnetwork.com. Thank you.
Wonderful. And I'm a member of Gwelda's network, and it's a wonderful network, such a wonderful group of people. Gwelda has multiple chapters throughout BC. So if you're in my local area, if you're in BC, Canada, come and join us. It's a lot of fun. All right, up next, Rose Davidson, come on up.
Hi, Jennifer, thank you so much for this opportunity. Ever wondered what it takes to grow a successful business, master marketing, or become a true industry leader? That's where I come in. I'm Rose Davidson, podcast coach at rosedavidson.com.au and host of Talking with the Experts, a top 5% global ranked podcast where I bring brain-changing insights straight from the minds of top entrepreneurs, business leaders, and innovators. Each episode is packed with real-world strategies, expert advice, and powerful conversations designed to help you stay ahead, think bigger, and take action. If you're serious about growth, success, and making an impact, this podcast is for you. Tune in, learn from the best, elevate your business. Talking with the Experts, available on all major podcasting platforms, and subscribe today.
That sounds great. Thank you. I'm going to check that out. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Up next, Anne Lucent, come on up.
Hi. Hi. So we're all on a journey, navigating a path filled with dreams and challenges and opportunities. Though our paths are different, we're all headed in the same direction. So why not elevate each other along the way? My name is Anne Lucenti, and I'm a voice actor and the host of Time to Elevate, a podcast where I sit down with incredible guests I've met along my journey to explore their stories of resilience, pivoting, faith, and divine intervention. My show is for those seeking inspiration, personal growth, and real conversations that remind us we're never alone. So if you have a story to tell, I'd love to hear it. So let's connect. You can find Time to Elevate at timetoelevate.org or on any of your favorite listening platforms.
Thank you so much. And I love Anne's show. I've been on Anne's show, and it's a lot of fun. It's fun to be on the show, and it's a fun show to listen to. So check that out. Thank you, Anne. And don't forget to put your links, everyone, in the chat so I can include you in the show notes. Up next, who have we got next here? Nikki, find your light. Come on up.
Hi, I had a feeling it was going to be me. Hi, everyone. I'm Nikki H. I like to say that I inspire creative shenanigans and activate creativity with group and one-on-one and custom creativity retreats, as well as creativity challenges and play shops and create-togethers and other gatherings, and I do that online and in person. I'm a creative mentor, an author, a speaker, and a dancer. People call me a modern-day muse, and my mission in life is to delight and inspire. If you would like to be more creative and have more fun and come and create with us, check out my calendar of creative shenanigans, which is creativeshenanigans.eventbrite.com, and come and join the fun.
Oh, that does sound like fun. Good job. Thank you. Up next, Mina. Mina, come on up.
Hi, everybody. I'm Mina Kandar, certified nutrition coach and the producer and host of Wellness All Seasons with Mina podcast. It's a holistic approach to women's well-being throughout the seasons, physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, professionally. I help busy women to lose weight sustainably and have more energy and embrace serenity. To connect with me, go to wellnessallseasons.com. Thank you.
Oh, good job. Thank you so much for sharing. Up next, Amy Stone. Amy Stone, come on up.
Hello, friends. My name is Amy Stone. I'm the creator of The Art of Imperfect Adulting. It's a podcast where I share stories, real stories from real people who are busy figuring out this thing we call adult life. You'll hear honest conversations about life's choices, changes, and challenges. And instead of hearing from perfect influencers or dramatic extremes, this show features interviews with folks who are working on becoming what I call adultier adults, who share their experiences and insights. And through these authentic stories, you'll find validation, motivation, and inspiration for navigating your own path through modern life. You can find the show on all the major podcast platforms, Apple and Spotify, and at imperfectadulting.com. Thank you very much.
Wow, that sounds like a very needed show today. I love that. Well done on the intro, too. I must say, I'm really impressed with everybody's intro so far. Well done. I have seen thousands and thousands of intros over the years. I used to own a business network, and I know what works and what doesn't. And I have to say, A+ across the board so far. So thank you so much. Who's up next? Jacqueline Price? Am I saying it right?
Yes, that's correct. Thank you, Jennifer, for the invitation. It's a pleasure to be here. I see, hear, feel, and know that my purpose in life is to make a difference in the lives of everyday people every day by simply changing the water they drink and use. Clean drinking water is a right and not a privilege, and most people don't know what's in their water. There's chemicals and often chlorine, which can be very toxic for your health. I'm known as the wise water woman because I solve the problems of your needs and wants for all your water systems, no matter where you live worldwide. I'm also an author with multiple books in the pipeline, and I'm on LinkedIn. You can find me there. Thank you, Jacqueline Price.
Oh, that's such an important topic. Thank you so much for sharing and for being here. Yes, Terry. Terry, come on up.
My name is Terry Lawbear, and I'm host of the Kick-Ass Boomers podcast, where I interview baby boomers and older people about their amazing, inspiring stories, how they changed careers in their 60s or 70s. So I think I'm very close to what Elaine does, which is amazing. But I'm always looking for new guests that can inspire my audience. My audience is international, and I started this when I was 70, and I'll be 75 this summer. So anyone that's, baby boomer or older, or a tiny bit younger than baby boomer, you're the people I'm looking for. Oh, and my website is kickassboomers.com.
Oh my goodness, I am loving your vibe. I got to check that show out.
It is. It's pretty amazing.
It really sounds amazing. And I don't know what you're taking, but I want some of it because you look amazing for almost 75. I don't believe it.
Yep.
Up next, Elaine Lindsay.
My podcast is Suicide Zen Forgiveness. I'm your host, and I'm a multiple suicide loss survivor and advocate. I invite listeners to break the silence about mental health struggles. I want to remove the shame felt by all who are touched by suicide loss, ideation, and mental health. I have over 50 years of personal experience and offer candid conversations, heartfelt stories, and practical insights aimed at ending the stigma and offering hope. Each episode explores themes of resilience, gratitude, and growth, encouraging listeners to navigate life challenges with bravery and compassion. Please tune in for a blend of wisdom, authenticity, and unwavering support on a group journey of healing, hope, and understanding at szf42.com. Thanks very much. Make the very best of your today, every day.
Oh, that's so amazing. Such an important topic. Thank you so much for being here and for sharing.
Thank you.
All right, up next, Claudia. Claudia, come on up. Tell us all about you and your show.
Thank you, Jen. Hi, are you ready to step into your power and stop playing small? My name is Claudia Noriega Bernstein, and I am an author, inner abundance coach, and the host of the winner of Women in Podcasting Award coaching category, Don't Shrink to Fit. My podcast is for women who are ready to break free from limitations and create an abundant, fulfilling life. Each episode brings powerful mindset shift, expert insight, and inspiring stories for women who have turned their toughest challenges into opportunities. Whether you are navigating big life transitions, feeling stuck, or simply looking for inspiration, or you are an overwhelmed mom who feels lost and want to break free from burnout by setting healthy policies, this podcast will help you grow, heal, and evolve. Start your transformation right now and download my free Overcoming Challenges and Embracing Abundance workshop. If this is your jam, tune in every Tuesday and let's start your journey to abundance today. You can catch me at claudianoriegabernstein.com.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing. And Claudia is such an inspiring guest as well. If you're looking for a guest for your podcast, connect with Claudia. Now, I just want to take just a really quick break just to mention that Jen Hardy also has an awards going on that I'd like to make you aware of, because I think we have a number of over 50 here today with podcasts. And so Jen, can you just, because you're a sponsor of the Women Podcasters Awards, could you mention your awards? Because I let everybody know about all the awards. Awards are a great way to build visibility and grow your listenership. And so Jen, go ahead and tell everybody about your awards.
Okay. Well, first of all, I have to say, if you have not applied for Jennifer's, you have to. I won last year, and it really, really made a huge difference in my YouTube channel. It did. So definitely apply for her awards. It's big. We started one this year. It's the 50 over 50 Podcaster Awards, because for those of you who are a certain age, you know there's the 30 under 30 and 40 under 40, and we've had enough. So we are standing up and saying, we know tech. And not only that, but we are bringing in the younger people to also judge and sponsor. So we're bringing the generations together, because there's this disconnect now of people using boomer as a bad word. And today is the last day to nominate. So if it's okay with Jennifer, I'll put a link in the thing. And if there is an application fee, if that's an issue, just send me an email, because I want everybody to apply that can. So thank you, Jennifer, for letting me share that. It is very exciting. Hybrid. And we're going to have a massive, epic gala here, a red carpet thing, if you can be in Florida on March 28th, also virtual. So there we go.
Very cool. Now, what's the last day that people can apply for nomination?
It's today.
Oh,
It's
today.
So I appreciate you mentioning it. Yeah, because it's today.
Okay,
And yeah, when our party is, we're having it a little bit different. We have judges with an objective criteria, and we got to get them everyone's shows so they can get rocking. So I'll put that in the chat. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah. So there's a couple different kinds. There's a few different kinds of awards, but mainly People's Choice Awards, which is Women Podcasters Awards, and then the 50 over 50 is a judged awards. So they're all great to join. Really good, opportunities for you to get the word out there about your show. Whether even if you don't win, just being nominated is a good way. It's another extra opportunity to reach out to your listeners and let them know, right? And if you do win, that's great. You can call yourself an award-winning podcast for the rest of time, right? So lots of perks. All right. So up next, I'd like to, who would I like? Lola, come on up. Tell us about you.
Hello, and thanks, Jennifer, for holding this space. I'm actually a new podcaster as well, so I appreciate the invitation. So hello, everyone. My name is Lola Shraver-Harris. I am the host and creator of the Kadara Woman podcast. I'm grateful to be celebrating International Women's Day today. I'm honored to continue amplifying the often overlooked success stories of remarkable African women who are redefining what's possible. The Kadara Woman podcast is where purpose meets destiny, exploring journeys of embracing one's true calling through the unique lens of the African woman's experience. Through our conversations, we share human stories that challenge stereotypes, spark ambition, and often fresh perspectives on personal growth and impact. We're bringing diverse African voices to a very global conversation on personal growth, filling a crucial gap. We're not just sharing success stories, but we're all about the pivot to purpose, and we're changing how the world sees Africa and African women, one powerful conversation at a time. Season 2 launches on Tuesday, and you can tune in wherever you listen to podcasts, and you can also follow us on Instagram and LinkedIn at The Kadara Woman. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. And I love your earrings, by the way. I just love them.
Thank you.
Up next, Shai, come on up. Shai.
Hi, thank you for having me. Appreciate being here. Look, no matter the age, we all need that one sister friend who gets us, are in the trenches with us, and are working through the same issues in our personal, professional lives at the same time. And that's me, Shai Boston, your sister friend who is a certified coach and trainer specializing in communication and leadership skills. Over a beverage of your choice, I have authentic conversations about the challenges and triumphs we face from the boardroom to our therapists and doctors' rooms to the bedroom. On my podcast, Coffee, Cocktails, and Clarity, Real Women, Real Talk. My podcast is on platforms everywhere, and I can be found on all socials at Shy Boston. Join me each week for some coffee, cocktails, and clarity.
That sounds like a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here and for sharing. Up next, Sarah Jane, come on up.
Hi, thank you for inviting me. My name is Sarah and I'm from London, England. I'm an art therapy coach and certificate level 4 transformational life coach. Imagine living life free from a constant weight of anxiety and panic attacks. In just 90 days, I help women break free from the crippling strain of holding of anxiety and reclaim their emotional freedom. Through a transformational combination of art therapy and life coaching, I guide my clients on a deep healing journey that allows them to express hidden emotion, releases stress, and find lasting peace. You can find me on Sarah Jane Denouman at .co.uk and Instagram and Facebook, Sarah Jane 846. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I've taken up neurographic drawing, and I just love it so much.
Nice.
It's enriching my life so much to incorporate art back into my process for relaxation and mindfulness. I really love that. I'm going to check out your show. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, up next, Maura, come on up.
Hi, everyone. I'm Maura Carlin, and I co-host the Balance Dilemma podcast, where we tackle the often uniquely, but not always, female dilemma, balancing life, work, family, and self. We speak with women and men to hear their balance stories. Our guests are entrepreneurs, reinventors, creators, executives, parents, and partners. Some are famous, most are not. And we like to think of the balance dilemma as a cross between this American woman's life and how I built this, sharing stories, some successes, some redos, pivots, and reinventions in our quest for a life we find joy in while keeping our sanity with careers, passions, and relationships. And along the way, we explore some of the societal constraints and needed changes in achieving these aims. We hope you'll join us, and you can find us and listen to us on Spotify, Apple, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Our website is thebalancedilemma.com, and you can subscribe to our newsletter. And you can also find us on social media at Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thank you.
That sounds great. Thanks for sharing. Up next, Hango Slack.
My name is Hango Slack. I'm the founder of Malagasy Nomads. I work with Malagasy, that is natives of Madagascar. So I work with Malagasy expats and immigrants, and I help them feel home in their host country by giving them resources to make their transition smooth. We currently have members in over 80 countries around the world. Our podcast focuses on cross-cultural education, sharing scholarship and job opportunities, life hacks, travel hacks, promoting Malagasy businesses, and teaching English as a second language. If you'd like results like feeling at home while away from Madagascar, your home country, or feeling successful with your new life in your host country, I invite you to listen to Malagasy Nomads on Facebook or on wordpress.com. Thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. All right, up next, Coach Lita Mae Button, come on up.
Hi, thanks, Jennifer. My name is Lita Mae Button. As a motivational speaker and coach, I help women who have experienced trauma and violence to regain confidence and trust in themselves through boxing. My background is in nursing and boxing, winning the 2013 Canadian Light Welterweight Golden Glove Championship in Canada. And in 2017, I was awarded the Fab Female Health and Wellness Entrepreneur of the Year in Greater Toronto Area. My daily breaks from online speaking coaching include walking my 8 Nigerian dwarf goats on the coast of Atlantic Ocean, Newfoundland. I run a new podcast called Dildo Dilemma, Humor in the Face of Trauma on YouTube, which is about using humor, boxing, storytelling, and education to bring awareness, advocacy, and most importantly, action taking to help end violence against women in Canada and worldwide. You can find me on Lita May Button, May with an E, and sign up for my 6-day free trial, Take Back Your Power Boxing Challenge, and then on YouTube at Goat Promotions. Why Goat? Well, once you go, you won't go back.
That's amazing. Well done. Sounds like a lot of fun and interesting and important work. Great. Good job. Thank you so much. Up next, Janet, come on up.
Hello, thanks for having me today. What would you do if one of your relatives stood accused of being a conspirator in the most impactful and notorious murder of the 20th century, the assassination of John F. Kennedy? My name is Janet Bannister from Dapper Jackalope Media, and my debut podcast, Skeletons in the Closet, Family Secrets, follows the life of my great-uncle, Guy Bannister, an early FBI agent, a friend of J. Edgar Hoover, and with ties to notorious figures such as Huey P. Long, the dictator of Louisiana, gangsters Bonnie and Clyde and John Dillinger, and of course, the murder of John F. Kennedy. If you enjoy historical true crime, conspiracies, and complex historical figures, I invite you to listen on any major podcast platform and to engage with me on Dapper Jackalope's Patreon or visit my Acast website for Skeletons in the Closet, Family Secrets.
Wow, wow, wow. That is really amazing. That sounds amazing. And I want to check that out. That's really interesting. Thank you for being here. Up next, Cheryl, come on up.
Parenting any teen can feel like walking on eggshells. One wrong move and the walls go up. If you're tired of the silence, the eye rolls, and the constant feeling of failing, Parenting Teens Advice Redefined is for you. I'm Cheryl Pankhurst, a former educator, podcaster, parenting coach, consultant at Insight to Impact. I'm here to help you stop surviving the teen years and start thriving in them. Join me every Wednesday as I bring in experts and chat with you solo with real talk to help you build trust, improve communication, and actually enjoy the relationship with your teen. This stage shouldn't be the one to just get through when it can be a chance to create a beautiful, lifelong relationship. Come on over and visit me at my website, cherylpankhurst.com, for links to the podcast and all things parenting teens and my complimentary course, How to Start Those Hard Conversations with Your Teen. Thank you.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. That sounds like a really important show. Appreciate you sharing and being here. Up next, Julie DeLuca, come on up.
Hi, thank you so much, Jennifer. My name is Julie DeLuca Collins, and if you're tired of feeling stuck and wondering if it's too late to live the life of your dreams, perhaps you're ready to build that business that gives you the freedom, the flexibility, and income, you're in the right place. Again, I'm Julie DeLuca Collins, and I'm a TEDx speaker, Tiny Habits coach, and award-winning author of Confident You. Now, my top-rated podcast, Casa de Confidence, or the Home of Confidence, is in all of the platforms, and I host it with my #HandsomeHotHusband. As the founder of Go Confidently Services, I've helped countless of women to build the six-figure businesses and create the confidence and habits needed to step into the next level of success. So if you want to go confidently in the direction of your dreams, immerse yourself in the heart-to-heart chats with legendary women and awesome cool dudes about confidence, mindsets, business growth, productivity, which is one of my favorites, and you'll get the tangible tools to stop feeling overwhelmed. So thank you so much.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I love your red mic. That looks fun too. That's cool.
Thank you.
Very nice. Love your energy. Thank you for sharing. Up next, Andrea, come on up.
Yay, I'm up. Hi, everyone. I'm Andrea Kanoki. I'm excited to be here. I'm the host of the podcast From Mrs. to Ms. It's a top 2% globally podcast about helping people reclaim their lives and redefine love after divorce. So I know firsthand how overwhelming and heartbreaking and sometimes exciting this new chapter can be. And that's why I started this podcast, to have a real, honest conversation about healing, growth, moving forward with confidence, and of course, dating, which I love to talk about. So I speak with therapists, I speak with relationship coaches, sex experts, and I help people go from Mrs. to Ms. with ease. So you can find From Mrs. to Ms. on Spotify, Apple, wherever you get your podcasts. You can find me on Instagram and TikTok at from.mrs.2.ms, as well as my website is www.frommrs2ms.com. Thank you for having me, Jennifer.
Oh, nice. Thank you so much for sharing. That was great. Really well done. Up next, Beverly, come on up.
What if you could travel through time to guide your younger self and check in on the present and glimpse the impact that you'll leave behind? That is exactly what we do on the Spark and Ignite Your Marketing podcast, where we use a little bit of magic to explore the past, the present, and the future of entrepreneurship. I'm Beverly Cornell and the fairy godmother of brand clarity at Wickedly Branded. And for over 25 years, I have helped hundreds of entrepreneurs awaken their brand's magic and finally show up with confidence. But trust me, I know what it's like to be caught in a tornado of overwhelm, spinning in circles, questioning everything, and wondering if I'm truly making an impact. That's why I started this podcast with my magic hat full of questions and my wand, my magic wand. We travel through time and we step into all those pivotal business moments that matter on your journey. It is a journey through time, a chance to rediscover your purpose, and a reminder that the impact that we make starts with the choices that we have today. If you love a good story, you crave more clarity, or just want to feel like you're sitting down with a friend who gets it, come join me. Tune in on all your favorite platforms, including YouTube. I'd love to have you along for the ride.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. Wonderful. Up next, Amanda Russo, come on up.
Thank you so much for having me. So, are you ready to experience 20 years of therapy without saying a word in one session? Then Breathwork Detox is for you. I'm Amanda Russo, a breathwork facilitator and a podcast host, and I host two podcasts, my personal favorite, Breathwork Magic, where I speak with other breathwork facilitators and we share the life-changing power of what breathwork is. You can find Breathwork Magic on any audio platform, and you can connect with me directly on social media platforms at The Breathing Goddess.
Oh, I love that so much. My husband and I went to a breathwork conference recently, and it was so much fun, so wonderful. So thank you for sharing.
I would love to hear more about that.
Oh,
I'll catch up with you after.
Yeah, let's connect. Thank you so much. Up next, Amelia, come on up.
Hi, thanks, Jennifer. I appreciate the space and hearing everyone's stories today. I'm Amelia Chapello, a podcast consultant and executive producer with over 20 years in radio and podcasting. I've worked on many podcasts with some people you may know, like Seth Rogen, Jamila Jamil, Casey Wilson, Danielle Schneider, and the scam goddess herself, Lacey Mosley. But I love to help people connect with their audiences in innovative ways. And you can hear my work with my longtime collaborator and friend on our podcast, Linda Mariano's Tough Love, a podcast about relationships, identity, family, and the multitudes of change. Tough Love is recorded as a unique documentary chat show. You'll be immersed in full soundscaped scenes and hear about our guests' tough love lessons and all the stuff that counts. Our podcast was recognised for our descriptive writing, original music, and authentic, diverse stories, including our recent Signal Award-winning episode on celebrating motherhood, our own mothers, and becoming a new mother. You can look me up on LinkedIn and look up Tough Love Team on Instagram. But wishing you all a happy International Women's Day. Thanks.
Thank you for sharing. All right, up next, C, come on up.
Hi there. How are you? I just want to say my name is C. Castillo. I am an outsourced CEO and an advocate of women getting power over their money, because when women have power and control over their money, we break barriers and create generational wealth for the women that we bring into this world. I want to empower you all and tell you that saying Happy Women's Day is something I want to do for you every single day. But today, more than ever, Happy International Women's Day.
Thank you so much. All right, now, Patty.
Thank you so much for having this event. I'm Patty Casper, your trauma-informed FASD coach. My podcast is called Living with FASD, Candid Conversations with Patty Casper. Most FASD, which is fetal alcohol spectrum disorders, most of these podcasts are geared toward parents of children, but my primary audience is the adults living with it, their families, and anyone else wanting to learn more about this pervasive invisible disability. Each week, I have unscripted, candid conversations with a guest, sometimes with other people living with FASD, sometimes with professionals serving those impacted by prenatal alcohol exposure. My podcast is also set apart from others in that I have both living and professional experience with FASD. No two people are impacted in the same ways, making FASDs so the rate of diagnosis is 0.01%, even though 1 in every 20 people are affected. My podcast can be found on Audible, Patreon, Pocket Casts, Rumble, Spotify, and YouTube. And the second edition of my book, Sip by Sip, Candid Conversations with Adults Living with FASD, can be found on Amazon or ordered in by your local bookseller. And you can reach me at either livingwithfasdpodcast@gmail.com or contact@patriciacasper.com.
Oh, that's great. Thank you so much for sharing. And you do such a good job with promoting your episodes. I love your posts. You do a really good job with sharing your posts in the group. Nicely done. Wow. This has been an amazing meeting. Can you believe we got through all those intros? You all get an A+. That was absolutely amazing. All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here for our Elevate and Celebrate International Women's Day celebration. And we're just supporting and celebrating each other. This is an incredible, amazing group of women. I hope you can connect with all of them. Make sure to go to our show notes at womenpodcasters.com, and you can click through and connect with each one of these incredible women. Thank you all for being here. Bye for now.
Bye, Jen. Thank you so much for doing this. This is amazing.
Always.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Stay rich, girl. Stay rich.
Happy International
Thanks so much.
Women's Day,
Bye,
everyone.
everybody.
Bye.